right, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a peanut. We're going to make this out of tennis balls. I prefer to use tennis balls for the peanut just because there's a little bit more give to them, so they're a little bit more forgiving. So a peanut can be used, it's really effective to use to help with kind of getting what's called a suboccipital release. So your suboccipital region is the area right at the base of your neck, right below the bottom of the back of your skull, around that like C1, C2 area. So if there's an issue in this area, chances are you could be experiencing some surficogenic headaches, which are just headaches that are the pain is being referred from this area. So if there's tension in that area, or that the muscles just kind of like won't let go, putting some pressure in that area can help alleviate those symptoms. You may or may not have a restriction with your ability to rotate your neck in either direction. And those surficogenic headaches, they could kind of be anywhere. They could be kind of like over the ear, the top of the head. They could be like around the eye, the forehead. I've even had some patients where it's pain around their jaw, and they think it's like a TMJ disorder or something similar, but it ends up coming from their neck. So again, for the peanut, tennis balls are usually better, but if either you don't have tennis balls or you want to be a little bit more aggressive with that suboccipital release, then using lacrosse balls is another good option. So yeah, you want to have two, either tennis balls or lacrosse balls, and you'll also need some athletic tape, which you can get a 3-pack of this on Amazon for like $10, super cheap. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the tennis balls and you're actually going to wrap the athletic tape all the way around it from all sides, kind of going in this vertical motion first. So I'm going to take my athletic tape and I'll kind of guesstimate the length. So about that should be good. So around that height, and you'll probably want about 5 or 6 of these strips. So you can rip one once you get the guesstimate of how long you need it, and then just do that same length for the rest of them. So I'm just going to check to see if this length is good. I'm going to place the tape on the ball. I'm going to have them together. And then I'm going to bring it up, and that is actually the perfect length. So you can rip one, test the length, and then if that's good, then you make the rest of the rips or tears the exact same length. So I have 2. This is my 3rd. I need 2 more. All right, now I have all of my pieces torn. So now I just want to make sure that I cover the entire area of the tennis balls with the tape. And then you can kind of like, you can rub it down to make sure that it's nice and smooth and there are no areas where the tape's kind of popping up or anything. Grab my next one. Right about right there. Wrapping it around. And actually, I only ended up needing 4 pieces of tape to completely cover the entire surface of the tennis balls. So after the entire area is covered, I'm just going to kind of pat it down to make sure that it's nice and smooth. The tape doesn't start like getting caught on anything and peeling off. Then once I have that, then I want to tape it around the center to give it a little bit of a divot and to help kind of keep everything in place. So I'm actually going to use that 5th piece. I'm going to wrap it, place it right in the middle, and I want this one to be pretty tight to keep everything nice and secure. Once I have that, I'll rub it down one more time to make sure everything's nice and smooth and nothing pops up. And if I wanted to, I could place like one more piece of tape over just to make sure everything's nice and secure. But you can kind of see how it's shaped like a peanut, hence the name. And there's a little divot so that when I place it behind my neck, so usually you kind of want it right at the base of the skull, but you could honestly use this anywhere along the neck. But this little divot here allows for the bony prominences that you can literally poke through your skin. Those are called the spinous processes. You want to make sure that that divot is there. That way it gives that space. That way you're not kind of jamming right against that bone. That can get a little bit tender. So that space allows for some space around that spinous process, so we can actually hit the musculature along the neck instead.